Hi everyone, Happy New Year and Happy 2026. We had a great workshop on Saturday here at our office on back pain and sciatica. Thank you to everyone who joined at this workshop, and you are also watching this video. It's always a great time having you guys over at the office. We can have these conversations in person over a cup of tea or coffee, get to know each other, and it's always so much more nicer and comforting and getting clarity in your answers when you're here at our office. So if you are in the area, if you are in Northern Virginia, and if you are someone who's interested in learning more about your health, getting more active in the coming years, staying active and pain-free as you age, you might be interested in coming into one of our next workshops. We're gonna have a series of these classes through whole of 2026. So pick a date and time that works for you. These workshops are complimentary, but they tend to get filled up pretty fast. Our spots are limited to 15. So yeah, if you are in the area and if it's something you're interested in, you're welcome to just apply to get more information. So back to the topic of the video, the most common theme that I heard in the workshop from everyone who attended and everyone who we talked to prior to getting them registered for the class was that they have been having back pain and sciatica issues for a really long time or a short span of time. But the most common frustration was that they have tried several different treatments with little to no relief. They told me they've tried going to a bunch of acupuncturists, getting massages, chiropractic treatments, different type of modalities that are out there, red light therapies, this and that, but they never got the permanent relief that they were looking for. They would always get a relief for a day or two, but they were back to having their symptoms and they just couldn't take the next step to get to their active life or just being more confident about their spinal health again. And this is a very common theme. I cannot tell you how many times we hear this from almost every person who we talk to suffering from these types of issues. And my answer to this is all these treatments in isolation are great. Nothing wrong with them, no offense. But until and unless you get to the root cause of your issue, and then you strategically work step by step towards your goals, towards the root cause, whether it's a disc problem, whether it's a muscle imbalance problem, whether it's a muscle atrophy problem, whether it's your muscles not activating right, or a postural issue, until you get to the right cause of the issue, none of the treatments layered on top of it will ever be effective. So I may sound like a broken record here, but getting to the root cause of the issue is something that may take time, may take patience, but that's a very important first step that cannot be ignored. So that would be something I would always tell to people that we work with in our clinic is that first step, this is the problem, the root cause, and we are working with it strategically layer after layer, and we are talking about it even if it sounds like a broken record for days, weeks, sometimes even months until we solve that issue. And the results are dramatic because the treatments then you layer on top are much more effective because you know what is the problem you are trying to solve versus just trying random treatments because there are so many options available to us out there. And that brings to my second key thing that I noticed a pattern, which was just trying too many treatments out of frustration. I get it. Being in pain is not fun. It's very frustrating. It sucks, and no one likes to be in constant pain or discomfort when there is so much for us out there to do. No one wants to be there sitting and moaning and complaining about pain. I get it. I wouldn't want to do that either. But the common theme we see is that in an attempt to get the relief too quick, people just try too many treatments on top of each other. They want to get a massage the same day, then go see their acupuncturist, then go try something else, then go put a red light on it, then go put a heating pad on it. But the reality is just slapping too many treatments on top of each other without strategically working again towards your root cause is also not going to solve the problem. If anything, it's going to lead to more frustration because you're spending more time, energy, and money and not getting the results that you are hoping for. So our biggest strategy here is to simplify to amplify. Once we know the root cause, there might be very few things, in fact, we ask you to do. We might just ask you to do like 1 or 2 exercises at home. That's it. We might just ask you to ditch all the fancy exercises and do something as simple as go for a walk, or something that might seem very simple to you. We might just ask you to do only 1 or 2 treatments here at the office and same at home. And again, the results are dramatic. People have told us that cutting out the fluff has given them much better results than anything else. It's almost like starting on a diet. The first step is to cut out the fluff. You want to cut out the pizzas and all the bad stuff that you have been eating that's leading to weight gain. It's kind of a similar approach. Once you start to cut out the fluff, the treatments that are not doing much for you, but wasting your time, money, probably even making you worse, delaying your recovery, the results are much, much faster. So these were our 2 big sort of takeaways, or the big themes that we saw in January's back pain and sciatica workshop. Hope you found those valuable, and if you are interested in coming to one of our events in person, you can inquire about our next upcoming event in the link below. Take care.